So this is our equation. C of x equals 120 plus 4x over x. X is the number of books, and C is the cost per book. So for example, if we want to find the cost of one book, we would plug in 1 for x, and we would plug that in for both x's in the equation. So we'd have 120 plus 4 times 1 divided by 1. And we know that 120 plus 4 times 1 is 120 plus 4. And so that would be 124, and then dividing by 1 gives us 124. Now this seems like a lot of money to pay for one book, but it's the correct answer because in this situation, what we have is we have $120, which represents like a startup cost, and then we're paying $4 per book. So if we're only printing one book, that means that we're paying that entire $120 startup cost as part of the cost of the one book. So $120 plus $4 for the materials for that book means I'm paying $124 for one book. Now, if I were to buy 10 books, I would plug in 10 for x. So 120 plus 4 times 10 divided by 10 is 120 plus 40 divided by 10, which is 160 divided by 10, which is $16. So my cost per book has decreased, and the reason for that is because now I'm taking that $120 startup cost and I'm spreading it out over more books. So I only have to pay $12 per book since I'm printing 10 books of the startup cost, and then $4 per book of the materials to make that particular book gives me $16 per book. So the more books that I make, the more books that I have to spread this $120 out over. And so the cost per book is going to decrease. So that's how you do that problem.